the Irish spectrum with Jerry Byrne.
Rian Flatley, an Irish playwright living in London, has brought together a cast of 7 in her play, 7 Letters, recounting the story of 3 spirited elderly women. Now, the powerful drama is designed to draw out that they were once young and vibrant with dreams for the future. Now, the play can be seen at the Mary Wallace Theatre, Twickenham, from the 28th of September to the 1st of October, and again at Waterman's Theatre, Brentford, and that's on 4th and 5th of November. The booking information on our website. And to tell us more, I'm delighted to welcome along Rian Flatley. Rian, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Jerry. I'm good, thank you.
Lovely. Now, before discussing 7 Letters, no doubt many would be interested in your own family background. Around understanding your father, Dominic Flatley, a native of Knock in County Mayo, instilled in you a love of Irish culture. Tell us about his activities in the South London Irish community.
Oh, yeah. Well, we go back many years now, but in the late 60s and 70s, my father, we were all living together here in Wimbledon, and he was the founder and the first chairman of the South London Irish Association. And, of course, in those times were very different, and it was quite difficult to be Irish living in London in those times, and also to, get credibility for the build of the place so that the Irish people could actually go to and enjoy their culture and everything. So he was a real fighter, and he was very determined to make it happen because he so believed in the music and the culture, and that there should be these gathering places for the Irish in London. And, he was inspirational to me. He was a very talented man. He was a musician. He was also, he read a book a week. He was full of imagination, which he hopefully had transported into my brain and has remained there. And he truly is the reason why I write today.
Right, now he's also a great storyteller, I believe.
Yeah, he was, and he had the marvellous ability, he had to make many speeches at many functions, and he had to drive home the message and about the real good Irish people that lived here in those days, and he would do it completely off the cuff, unscripted. He was always very amusing. He was just charismatic when he spoke.
Right, now, I believe that you actually lived some time yourself in the west of Ireland.
I did. I was married, and I had 3 sons there. They were all born in the regional hospital in Galway, my pride and joy. Yes, I lived for many years there, and eventually returned back to London, and sadly got divorced, but remarried again, and that's when my writing and playwriting career really took off. I married a musician, and we collaborate together now and do a lot of work together, so it started from there.
Right, now no doubt then that all your experiences have informed this play, 7 Letters, which has the themes of relationships and dreams. Now, on your shows we've featured many times the value of capturing the memories of the elderly and what we can learn from them. Can you tell us a little bit more about the project?
Yeah, well, for many years, as I said, I've been writing, and it started from my father. He taught me great respect of the elderly. And he taught me from a very young age that, just listen to them. They've a lot to say. And over 10 years ago now, I happened to be in a nursing home visiting a friend. It was a gentleman, and he was in the day room, and he was asleep when I went in, and I sat beside him for a little while, and I thought, well, I'll just leave him asleep, And I looked around the day room, and it was mostly females. So as I sat for a while, I kind of looked and studied at them a bit more, and then I realized that we had a room full of women and maybe a couple of men there, but these women were, although elderly now and wrinkly and all the rest of it, were once young. And then, of course, as I went back and got to know them and started to talk to some of them, I really realized that, they had a backstory to tell. They had lives, and they had, the aspirations and dreams as I did, as a young woman then. And that's what inspired me, these women that didn't seem that attractive now, but that I know, 20, 30, 40 years would turn their heads when they walked in the room. And I thought, I want to recapture that and write about that.
Well, now, I believe there's actually a cast of 7, and you use various techniques to tell the stories of the 3 central women with monologues, flashbacks, songs, etc.
Yeah. Oh, we have a wonderful cast. It's led by Teresa Jennings, a very talented Irish actress with amazing comedic timing. And she really does bring us all on the roller coaster. You know, we're crying and we're laughing, and it's one of those. And we tell it. They all tell their stories. The three women tell their backstories, and their backstories are a collection of true stories. Some of them very personal to me. Some of them the stories of my elderly relations, and they tell it so well. They're so talented, and they hold your interest when they take the stage to bring you back there. And you don't see this older person. You see the young person telling how it was, how they felt. Their delivery is amazing.
So now, 7 Letters has been described as a witty and thought-provoking story, powerfully told and sometimes uncomfortably raw. Now, you're obviously tackling many sensitive issues and using diversity to do so through the narration and the music. Quite a challenge. What was the running time in which to achieve all of this?
Well, the first half runs about 50 minutes, and the second just comes in just under it, more or less the same.
Okay. Rian, thanks indeed for your insight. We'll repeat the details of the play, and it's 2 venues in the coming weeks. Next week we'll feature some music actually from the production.
Yeah, the music is lovely.
Right. Are the songs actually performed live?
Yes, by an amazing singer who will literally put the hair standing up on the back of your neck when she sings. I mean, she's just so good. She's Stacey Lee. She's actually a Welsh girl, but what a voice.
Right, now it sounds absolutely superb theatre. And if you're interested in going along, 7 Letters, 28th of September to the 1st of October, the Mary Wallace Theatre, Twickenham, box office 01784 469 447, or on the 4th and 5th of November, the Waterman's Theatre, Brentford, box office 020 8232 1010. The flyers with booking information and locations are on our website. Now, Rian, I know those rehearsals are in progress. I'm sure you're working your way towards a highly successful production.
Yes, we are. Yes, I'm actually in a big rehearsal today. We have band call and everything today, so it's pretty serious now. We've 26 days before it goes out, the first show again, so we need to stick with it.
No doubt you will. Yes. Rian, listen, it's been lovely speaking to you.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much indeed.
Okay, it's a pleasure. Bye-bye.
My name is Matt from Dublin, and I'm living in London town. Searched all around for a girl of my own, but there wasn't one there to be found. So I went to dance on a Saturday night. I had a little drink and I felt just right. The first time there in my whole damn life, and I met my pretty young bride. And where did you meet her? I met her in the Galtymore. In the Galtymore in Cricklewood. I asked her for a dance and she said she would. The band played an oldie called In the Mood. I met her in the Galtymore. Well, I walked her up to her own front door and I kissed her for the very first time. I liked her very much, so I asked her for a date next Saturday at 9:15. Well, I met her on that Saturday night. I asked her to marry me, she said she might. We had a smashing time and we danced till late. It was my first and my very last date. And where did you meet her? I met her in the Galtymore. In the Galtymore in Cricklewood. I asked her for a dance and she said she would. The band played an oldie called In the Mood. I met her in the Galtymore. My name is Matt from Dublin, and I'm living in London town. Been married to her now for 30 years and more, and it's going great guns and it's sound. We've a son of 32 and his name is Pat. He couldn't get a girl, he's shy like that. He went to a dance on a Saturday night and he met his pretty Miss Right. And I said to him, where did you meet her? I met her in the Galtymore. In the Galtymore in Cricklewood. I asked her for a dance and she said she would. The band played an oldie called In the Mood. I met her in the Galtymore. In the Galtymore in Cricklewood. I asked her for a dance and she said she would. The band played an oldie called In the Mood. I met her in the Galtymore.